Welcome to the Insurance Brokers Podcast, Helpful Hints. Here we break down the best, most informative bits of our full-length interviews. Tell me about how COVID's affected you, your trading, and sort of wider market trends.
Yeah, it's a great question. I think for us as a London-based broker, possibly more so than regional-based brokers, but certainly not, exclusively so. We've always benefited from having that physical, close proximity to the London market, to the Lloyd's market, and having the availability of regular face-to-face meetings with underwriters, decision makers, and in the London market, you tend to be able to speak to decision makers in the head office, of an AXA or an Aviva pretty quickly. And the whole working from home transformation, obviously took that all away from us. So we probably lost quite a lot in terms of our ability to actually trade and negotiate as effectively as we thought we could before face to face. So that was a huge transformation for us. But that apart, I think as a business, and probably many businesses like us, maybe had a similar approach, that we didn't really use the work from home model very much before March 2020. There are 15 of us in the business, so it's not a huge business. And we'd introduced it in fits and starts, but only quite sporadically and quite infrequently, because we always believed that the working in the office was the only way to work. And in the London market, you were getting the best value out of it because you were there and you were seeing people and you were available all the time. So there was probably a certain amount of naivety and maybe skepticism about the work from home thing. But, that's what happened. We were all forced into it. And we have been very surprised at how we've been able to make the change and still keep the lights on, still keep the service levels pretty decent. So I think for us, it's been an awakening of actually what's possible working remotely. And I'm sure that's the case for many businesses. And I do believe that even when the life starts to return to some normality, that there will be a hell of a lot of businesses that will allow staff, a significant amount of staff, to carry on working from home, at least for some of the week, because it's been proved that it can work.
What are you guys going to do?
We haven't actually made a decision yet, Sarah, but I suspect we're probably going to be bullied into letting people working from home regularly. So that's probably what's going to happen. And if we'd have had this conversation a year ago, I'd have been very, very sceptical that it actually can work. But it does work. It has been shown to work, and people probably, if anything, work harder from home than they may even do in the office space. So I think we've all had a bit of an awakening and a learning piece there through the last 10 months worth of experience.